Oh, the Republican-controlled Congress is trying to get on the same legislative page with the new president. In particular, they want a strategy to move their agenda forward, while the priorities face stiff Democratic opposition in both the House and the Senate. So, what's the takeaway? Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales joins us now with the latest. Erik.
Good evening, Tracy. Republican congressional leaders sat down recently for the first time with President Trump. The GOP wants to pass a government funding bill beyond March 14th. They also want to secure a large-scale package for California's wildfires, raise the debt limit, and extend President Trump's 2017 tax cuts. This is a monumental task. House Speaker Mike Johnson says Republicans are still working on a final plan.
Look, there's a lot of issues with reconciliation and government funding that we're working through. These are healthy family discussions, not just inside the House Republican Conference, but between the House and Senate Republicans. And that dialogue's going very well.
Congressman Jason Smith, who is the chair of the Ways and Means Committee, is pushing to extend President Trump's tax cuts from his first administration as part of any deal. He wrote on X, quote, "Renewing the Trump tax cuts as soon as possible will create a new economic golden age in America." He adds it will put money in the pockets of Americans and small businesses. Speaker Johnson adds that any package needs to include key economic progress.
Our team is the fiscal responsibility team, and we are worried about the nation's national debt, the unprecedented levels. We're worried about running deficits every year, and we have an opportunity to address that and fix it. And reconciliation is the mechanism by which we can do it most efficiently and effectively.
Democrats claim Republicans are trying to politicize issues. For example, they accuse the GOP of putting conditions on any California fire relief aid.
We need to get disaster relief to the disaster victims in California and not condition aid. We have never done that before in the United States of America. We should not be leveraging the pain and suffering of disaster victims to try to jam through political priorities.
The problem is not Greenland. The problem is not the Gulf of Mexico and the need to rename it. And the problem is not the Panama Canal. It's making sure that the American dream is brought to life for everyone in this nation.
Senate Republicans are still working on either one or two large bills that would need a simple majority to pass. Meanwhile, over in the House, Republicans will need almost every vote to get the package across the finish line. Again, the deadline to fund the government is March 14th. At the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.